How is everyone doing today? Welcome back to another Skywars video. Today is a long-awaited video because I have been getting hundreds of emails each day saying, Cold as ice, you have a girlfriend, how'd you do it? So today, I'm going to crack the code and I'm going to show you all how to get a girlfriend using the Cold as ice method. It's like the TB10 method, just like the Tom Brady diet method on how to be amazing. So it's very, very complicated, so keep up, but I made this very easy to understand acronym for you guys. Contact, oppression, circumcision, and calamity, or cock. Now, this might sound funny, but this is the most based method you can use, and it has never failed me in my life. I've been dating this girl for almost 2 weeks now, and so I basically know what I'm doing. Now, starting with the first one, contact, because you know, how are you gonna get a girlfriend if you're not coming in contact with her? Uh-oh, I just walked off the edge. So some would say that this would be the most important step. I would disagree. I would say it's the very, very last step or the third step. But this one is very important nonetheless, because if you don't come in contact with a girl, you can't have a girlfriend. Now, there's multiple ways to do this. You can go to a Twitch channel, find a hot e-girl. My first attempt, I went to an orphanage. I would not try that one because I got put on the sax offender list for playing my saxophone too loud and near children. So would not do that one at all. Probably not the smartest idea. What I would recommend is probably doing it in person, I think would be the smartest idea. Because, you know, if you're ugly, then at least they can see you're ugly in person and you're not hiding behind a screen. Now that one's out of the way, on to the next step, which is oppression. This one is a very, very important step too. I would argue, you know, they're all important. Some are more important than others. Okay, we got lava, But with oppression, you want to make sure she knows that you're calling the shots, or he, if you're into that, I don't really care. But you want to make sure they know that you're calling the shots. You're picking the date, but they're paying for the meal. If you go out and eat, those meatballs are your meatballs. You're sharing everything. Now, on my first date, I took my girlfriend to a furry convention to show her who the real alpha wolf was, which I think was a smart idea. Because, you know, I think we got a very, very strong bond out of it. And she really realized, you know, who the alpha is, who's the leader, and also who's paying for the meals, because she had to buy the Burger King after. So now, if you're doing these first two steps right, you should get to the third step in basically no time. I would give it probably 2 days before you get to this step. Now, usually most girls don't want to bang before they're married, because every single girl in the world is a good Christian girl, and I wouldn't really worry about this step too much. It is very, very important if it comes to that. Only if it comes to that, though. I can't believe I missed every single one of those eggs. Now, personally, I've never even come close to this step yet, but that's just because, you know, I'm taking my time with, you know, the first two steps, mainly oppression. But the third step is circumcision, because, you know, after the date goes so well, she's gonna want the D. That's about the best way I can put it, I'd say. Oh, this guy is gonna rape me. Let's get out of here. He's about to give me his circumcised D. Stay back, stay back. Uh-oh, he's over there. Where'd he come from? So far what you've learned is how to come in contact with girls and how to be the most assertive and best, most dominant version of yourself, becoming the alpha wolf. And she's gonna want you so bad at this point, which is where the circumcision comes in, because no one wants to bang a guy that's not circumcised. Now, if you aren't, I have another tip for that as well. I would advise scissors or going to your local Burger King, because that's usually what they use for their onion rings, which is actually what I had to do when I had to come to that, because I was thinking ahead, you know, just in case it ever did come to that, and Burger King did me right with that, so I got lucky. If you don't have a Burger King near you, just go to your, like, local Buffalo Wild Wings, or, you know, I'm sure the Catholic Church will do it for you fine. That freaking Pope's a creep. I'm sure he'll be willing to do it for free. What's this guy? Let's get this guy real quick. Actually, I don't want to fight you. Okay, he chose to fight me. So I hope you know what you've learned so far has been very, very beneficial. But none of them will be as beneficial as this last step, which is what I argue is the most important step. Now, some, you know, say that they're in a happy marriage, and they're wrong. That doesn't exist. There's no such thing as a happy marriage, which is why this last step is calamity. I know calamity is spelled with a C, but I spelled it with a K so I can make the acronym funny. Sue me, I don't care. This works. Now, so for calamity, I would suggest, you know, doing something not drastic, you know, just kind of, you know, what needs to happen. Uh-oh, that's a big lag spike. That's what we love to see over there. But, you know, it's basically disaster control. My first week into dating, I went straight to City Hall and I got a prenup just so she could sign it, just so she could be ready. I also didn't tell her about this, about the prenup, but she did sign it in her sleep, which worked out to my favor. She has no idea about it, but if she divorces me, she doesn't get anything. You know, she's gonna try to take half your crap. That's why you have to think for the future. But if you're listening to my steps and you see a hot girl, just think about cock. It will get you laid every single time, and it will get you in a happy marriage that will change your life forever. Now, hopefully these steps helped you in your journey to find a hot girlfriend or a wife, whatever you want. And I have no doubt in my mind that by following cock, you will be happy in life, and you will get everything you've ever wanted. Just remember, don't get them at the orphanage.